Hey guys, it's Christina here. I hope you're enjoying the rest of your weekend. I hope it's been well so far. Now, lately I've been getting a lot of friends calling and emailing and messaging me and saying I want to find out more about Bitcoin because they've heard that I've had a bit of success in it and they're really curious as to know, how do they get started, what it's all about, and how do they basically do what I've done more or less. So I wanted to do this video and explain exactly what I know about Bitcoin and I guess my Bitcoin journey that I've had so far. So Bitcoin, it's everywhere at the moment. It's in the news, it's in the media. It's had massive growth. It's essentially had a massive boom over the past couple of months. So it's become really mainstream and it's being heard all over the media now. So a couple of years ago, I started hearing, things about Bitcoin, but I wasn't really that interested. It's not until recently that I've, taken the time to, find out more information about it, become more educated on it, and find out what it actually is and how to get involved and actually start making money out of it myself. Now, basically, there are a lot of people out there, and there's a lot of different ways that people are doing, investing in Bitcoin. It is a cryptocurrency, so it's not something physical, it's all online, and essentially people, the way they get into it is they go through an exchange. And there's a lot of different things, like there's some different things online, what I call pyramid schemes, where the way they work is they have to recruit people under them to actually make money. Now, I don't do anything like that. I have just gone purely through an exchange and done it that way, which I think is safer, and that way I'm not involved or tied up with anyone else's sort of business plans or anything like that, and I've just done it purely like that. Now, as an investment, I've put 1% of my money in it, and the way that I've taken an approach to Bitcoin is basically I've gone, okay, it looks like it's doing well at the moment, so I'm going to put 1% of my money in it. Money that I basically don't care about. This money was sitting in the bank doing nothing anyway. So I said, look, even if I lose it, it doesn't matter. So what happened when I first invested in Bitcoin, this was about 5 or 6 weeks ago now, I put my money in and it actually dropped that very day. I lost 20% of my money. So I wasn't very happy, to say the least. And I'd been hearing for weeks and weeks people going, oh, I've done this with Bitcoin, I've doubled my money overnight, I've done this and that. So I just purely went through an exchange. I didn't get involved in any of these so-called Bitcoin schemes, get rich quick, whatever. Just put it through a normal exchange and I lost 20% of my money. So I didn't freak out and I was a tiny bit disappointed, but as an investor, I know that whenever you're investing in something, you have to think long term. You can't think short term. So this was one day. So I didn't freak out. I didn't sell my money. I didn't cash out or anything like that. I was like, okay, I'm just going through the downturn in the cycle. So I held on through that downturn. The downturn lasted for probably about 3 days, a very short downturn. And then it started to go up. And it started to go up at quite an accelerated rate, I would say. So my money went from being minus 20%, then I went up to breaking even. And I did have these thoughts in my head saying, you should cash out while you've got your money back. But then I thought, you know what, I'm doing this as an experiment anyway. I'm not doing it to make money. I'm not doing it to get rich quick. I think if you've got the mentality of thinking you can get rich quick, you can also get poor quick. So I never went into it with the intention of, making loads of money or anything like that, because that's just not possible. I went into it comparing it to property, because I invest in property myself. And typically with property, if you make a 10% in 1 year, then that's good. So I said to myself, if I make just 10% in 1 year with Bitcoin, I'll be happy. And I have made more than 10% in Bitcoin. I have literally doubled my money. I haven't cashed it out yet, so it is still all in Bitcoin. But I have made double my money, more than doubled my money today. I checked and it's gone up by about 110% since I first invested in it. So I just wanted to share my experience with you all and show you exactly what happened when I put my money in Bitcoin. So I'm going to use this chart and draw a bit of a graph to explain what happened. So I'll come over here and do this because I'm left-handed. So I put my money in about 6 weeks ago, was here, and then this is what it did. Went down 20%. So then it was down 20% for about 2 to 3 days, then it broke even, and then it started to go up over the next couple of days. So then a week went by, it went up again, and then so it went up probably by about 40%, and then it dropped again, like that. Then it went up a little bit again, then it dropped again, then it went up again. Then it dropped again, then I got to the point where I had actually doubled my money, and I thought, wow, this is a great time to sort of take my money out. But I'm thinking, you know what, it's just an experiment. I'm just gonna leave it in there long term and see how it goes. My goal is to leave my money in Bitcoin, the 1%, not putting any more in, for about 5 years and see how it goes. And once I make 300% return or more on my money, I'm gonna take out about 10% and then reinvest that into property. So we're up to here where it went up. This is one day it went up a lot. And I knew that it was gonna dip because it had what we call a bull run, where it just shot up all of a sudden. So I was preparing myself. I was like, okay, I've seen it go up so much, I know it's gonna drop. The very next day, like clockwork, it dropped again. And then it continued to drop for a little bit, and then it went back up again. So where am I at now? I've still doubled my money, more than doubled. I've made about 110% return on that so far. It's still being in Bitcoin, I haven't cashed out yet. But you can see in that 6 weeks, it's been like a roller coaster. So the overall trend is it's going upwards. So Bitcoin, it's probably gonna keep going up by the looks of it, but it is quite an emotional roller coaster, and you do have to have that long-term mindset of, you know, watching it go up and down every day. But overall, if you keep your money in, you don't freak out, you don't have a knee-jerk reaction and suddenly want to get out, it will do this and go up. And that's what's happening. So that's my experience with Bitcoin investing and how it's been going. And it's very exciting. I can't wait to see the future and what the future holds for Bitcoin. And I'm going to hang on with my 1%, not going to put any more in, and just see how it goes. So I'll keep you guys updated. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.